We didn't finish the year together, but every moment with you was worth the cost, even the ones that still sting like bad weather, and the memories where I feel the most lost. You entered my life quietly, without a vow, without promises. You just slipped in and somehow became something permanent now, a fixture beneath the surface of my skin. We didn't have an easy story to tell. Timing never once stood on our side. Life kept interrupting and the shadows fell, but we kept chasing each other, open and wide. I don't regret the nights we stayed up late, talking like nothing else existed but us, or the way hope felt lighter, free of weight, just because your name was part of the trust. What hurts isn't simply that it had to end, it's that it was real, and real things stay. They leave their marks, they do not bend long after the person has gone away. You taught me love doesn't always bring a future attached to the time we spent. Sometimes it arrives just to change everything, to show you connection, and then it ends. It leaves you standing there, learning to be, carrying the memories without the hand, without reaching back for what used to be, but learning to walk where you currently stand. I am learning to let go without the lie, without pretending it doesn't matter at all. Moving forward without erasing the why, without erasing you behind the wall. We didn't finish the year, it's true, but you were never a mistake to me. You were a chapter I needed to get through, even if it hurts, to set you free. I realize now that the signs were there in the quiet moments, because when a woman is truly in love with you, she adjusts to you. Her tone would soften, her attitude would shift, and her behavior self-corrected simply because she cares. Love creates that awareness. It creates restraint and effort. When she challenged everything, when every request I had became an argument, and every concern I voiced was dismissed as just insecurity, I watched her defend her flaws by saying, "This is just who I am." But I know that those words were not confidence, that was indifference. Pay close attention to accountability. If she refuses it, deflects it, or turns every conversation into a power struggle, she's already halfway out the door. And this is just basic human behavior. People improve for what they fear losing, not what they feel entitled to. So, if you are constantly explaining yourself, lowering your standards, or swallowing the disrespect just to keep the peace, understand this clearly. Peace without respect is just a slow, eroding abandonment. So, do not regret the ending. The ending was your boundary. Keep in mind that you have to put your foot down and put people in their place when you need to. Not out of anger, but out of necessity. You are reclaiming the parts of yourself that you gave away. You are remembering that you are worthy of a love that adjusts, not a love that argues. I remember the tension before a difficult talk. I remember the hesitation. But there is a truth we often learn too late. If you love someone and they say they love you, a hard conversation should bring you closer together. It should act as a bridge, not a wall. A hard conversation should not push you away from each other. When I look back and realize I was constantly walking on eggshells, I was scared to have a hard conversation with the person I loved. And now learned something painful but true. It means we weren't that close. Intimacy isn't just about the good times, it's about the safety to struggle together without falling apart. We didn't finish the year together, and maybe that's because we got lost in the translation of our own fears. We stood on opposite sides of a room, judging the silence, misreading the distance. Real connection requires the bravery to speak the thing that might hurt, trusting that the love is strong enough to hold the healing. Without that trust, the silence grows until it becomes a goodbye. Timing never stood on our side, and life kept interrupting us. Yet, real things leave marks long after they're gone. Love doesn't always come with a future attached to it. Sometimes it arrives just to change you, to show you what connection can feel like. And then it leaves you there. It leaves you standing there, learning how to carry the memory without reaching back for the persons. We didn't finish the year together, but every moment was worth it, even the ones that still hurt. So how do we make peace with this? I changed the lens. Instead of judging people by their actions, try judging them by their intentions. And conversely, judge yourself by your actions, not just your intentions. This is the hardest mirror to look into. Think about all the stupid things you've said, you've done, and got wrong. We all have those moments, and all of a sudden, you start to recognize, wait a minute, if someone judged me solely for that one mistake, I'd feel pretty bad about it. You realize that a mistake doesn't define you. You tell yourself, that's not who I am. And when you have that reflection, it flips the entire statement regarding them too. You realize, wait a minute, that can't be who I am. And that's not who they are either. This realization brings you freedom. It releases the villain you painted in your head. It allows you to see two imperfect people who tried, who failed, and who are both worthy of grace. You are learning to separate the persons from the pain they caused. A breakup with the person you thought was the love of your life is going to hurt. It's going to ache in ways you didn't prepare for. And the truth is, part of you doesn't want to move on. But I need you to listen to this closely. And then I need you to listen again. You do not miss the person. You miss the feeling of loving and being loved. You miss being seen. You miss the safety of having a place to rest your heart. You miss the feeling of giving love because you are so full of it and you have so much more to offer. But please remember, you are worthy of more than just a few empty words. You are worthy of a love that feels bigger and safer than the scraps anyone can give you. I know the grief is heavy right now. I know the sorrow is loud. But even though there were highs, and even though the silence of no contact feels final, this is not empty time. This is your time. You are going to use this time to allocate peace and well-being back into your own life. You are going to build boundaries, not to keep the word out, but to protect the persons you are becoming. You will build self-respect, and I promise you, you will regain that love. Only this time, it will be the kind that stays. So, when the clock resets and everyone cheers, I might be somewhere quieter. I'll be learning how to carry your absence without dropping my heart this time. We didn't finish the year together, but we were never a mistake. Breathe into that. The year is new. You will be fine. As the new year arrives, let go of the judgment. Let go of the what ifs. I hope you are okay when the night turns new. But understand that this hope is a goodbye. Hope that next time, with someone new, with someone who is a better fit for you, you will have the courage to speak, to listen, and to let the hard conversations bring you closer. You are not preparing to go back. You are preparing to be ready for the one who stays. You are ready to heal. Hey, Feifei, I've been thinking about you in slow hours, in loud silence, in the spaces between breaths, thinking about what we were, what we almost were, and what still hurts when I say your name in my head. The year is ending softly, like it's afraid to remind me of you. Every countdown feels like a goodbye I never practiced. I keep hoping time will be kind, but hope is dangerous when it knows your face. I hope you're okay when the night turns new. I hope you remember me gently, not as a mistake, but as a phrase, I want you to know I didn't forget, I didn't replace, I didn't erase you. Some loves don't leave, they linger, they rhyme with loss, they move with time, they follow us into years we never planned. So hey, when the clock resets and everyone cheers, I know you'll be fine. Stay strong. I know you're stronger than this. I know you can achieve your dreams. Happy New Year. Goodbye.